And we're gonna give everybody a rating. OnlyFangs. Hardcore drip level. All right. Bold underline. You guys can help. You can type what you think. This is 1 through 5. 5 is the highest. All right, let's rate me real quick. All right, what about me? Sardaco. 1, played once or doesn't play classic. We're saying 4 for me. Okay. S-Fan. S-Fan has hardcore, but only rated, has played hardcore, but only rated like once. Has a level 60, but minimum to no raid XP. Minimum raid XP, played once or doesn't play classic. Or mainly plays other versions of WoW. 3 for S-Fan. S-Fan's a 3. Bobka. What are we thinking on Bobka? He has killed KT on hardcore. He knows every fight. And he's leveled many hardcore rogues. He's easily a 4 or a 5. It's just depending on which one. He died and re-leveled to 60 in like 4 days. He didn't sleep for 48 hours. I think Bobka's probably a 5. He was also the leader of Frontier, and he was the co-leader of Frontier with Ompi, and is just very good at the game, and he's one of the top parsing rogues in the world. Okay. Okay, I need to ask you a serious question. I'm going to put Bobka as a 5. Ompi has to have his own level. Well, we all know that Ompi's a 5, okay? And then we could put the 5 towards the top. So they're just easier to see. Ompi's the easiest one to grade. Or we could just put him at a 6. 6 equals Ompi. All right? I'll put Ompi on his own 1. There you go. You guys happy? Let me ask you this question, and I'm gonna take my feelings and everything out of it. I've hit level 60 on pretty much every character I've ever tried on, except for the last one when I did the solo dungeon on the self-found one. I lead the raids. I can top DPS in every raid. I can raid lead every fight. I've cleared every fight in all of Classic. Do you think that they're going to respect this list if I put myself as a 4? I'm below Ompi. Ompi's a 6. Dude, I'm going to honestly put myself as a 5, guys. If I'm being real, I think that anyone who can raid lead every single fight in the game and has hit 60 more than 8 times and only plays hardcore WoW as the main game should probably be a 5. Otherwise, I feel like I'm joking myself on this list. Gordon Ramsay is a 5. Let's do all the 5s. Let's just find all the 5s, guys. LMGD, easy 5, right? This is hardcore 5s. Zeroji, a 5. Any other 5s? Is Saren on this list? Serendipities is here. Seedank a 5 or a 4? Zico? K-Super, 5. Tactics, 5. Bean has a lot of raid experience. Bean is a 5. Savix, I was going to say I'm a 5 on IRL drip. Akali, this is not that kind of rating. This is not that kind of thing, okay? All right. Zico. Who the hell is Zico? Oh, this is a list. Zico. 4 or 5 for Zico? 5? 5 for Zico. Rank 1. Rank 1 gamer, plays nothing but WoW. Has hit level 60 and has raided a lot. I'm going to say Jokered is a 4. Second place, hardcore. We have to factor in hardcore dual tourney. But the thing is, do we really factor in the dual tourney? Because this is not about PvP. PvP has a literal 0 factor in how much you are going to contribute in a PvE environment. I think we should stop counting the PvP. I think we should totally take PvP out of it. And if you do that, Zico's a 4. The class knowledge is there, but Zico's not going to be he's not going to be playing a mage. Dude, if you ask Zico what are the mechanics on like Thaddeus or something, he's going to literally probably have no idea, right? I don't think Zico knows every mechanic. Jokered could be a 5. Do you guys think Jokered's a 5 in hardcore? The only reason I say that maybe Joker doesn't like hardcore. He quit and he said he was never going to play again. But but he might be a 5. 5 or 4 for Joker. Len the Giga Nerd. I'm gonna put Joker and Zico at 4. Len's a 5. Crix is like one of the inventors of hardcore. Same with Grays. The thing about Grays, guys, is like I wouldn't put Grays as a 5 just because he has never cleared all of the raids. Is Kargaz on this list? This is the only list that I have right now. Stay safe. Stay safe, probably like a 4. Zico should be a 3 for PvE. I'm going to put Zico at a 4 because he performs really, really well regardless. Anyone who is in Frontier should automatically get a 4. That's what I think. If you were in Frontier and you raided, like, I automatically think of you as a 4. Savix. 3 or 4 for Savix. 4 for Savix. His knowledge of the game is just really good. Good player. Oradar's a 5. If you guys don't know Oradar, he's the hunter leader for Hardcore Elite, and he literally like taught me how to play hunter and hardcore when I first started. So he's cleared every single raid multiple times. He has like 9 hunters or something. So like all the guys that are in Hardcore Elite are 5s. Peo 3 or 4. Or a 1 because he doesn't pay attention to anything. Soda Poppin's a 5, right, guys? -1. 1 to piss him off. Peo 1 just to piss him off. Alright, Peo's a 1. Sarth. How is Sarth in hardcore? We gotta do one for Shobek. Alright, let's rate Sarth. You guys think Sarth's a 5 in hardcore? I've never seen him raid in hardcore ever. Does he play hardcore? I know he's a 5 in every version of the game. This is a hardcore rating. You guys got to read right here. This is a hardcore WoW rating. He's at least a 4. He's at least a 4. Should we give him a 4 because nobody knows what he does in hardcore? Make the list bigger. I'm going to have to do it on this, right? Okay, bold, underline. We will separate these other guys. All right, we rated Sarth a 4 because we don't know how much he knows hardcore. Shobek. Shobek has only plays classic WoW. Pretty much, he just started playing retail. He knows everything and every item about classic WoW and raiding, probably up to Blackwing Lair. Obviously, full-time WoW streamer. He obviously made it to 60 in the tournament, but we're not really considering that. He mainly does PvP, only PvEs when he has to. For that, what are you guys thinking about Shobek? I'm leaning towards a 4. Possibly a 3 or a 4. I think he's a 4 on a rogue and probably a 3 on something else. Probably a 4. Let's go a little bit higher for people. Grayson. Guys, Grayson plays nothing but World of Warcraft his entire life. He lives and breathes it. He streams it every single day. Grayson is either a 4 or a 5, more than likely, in my opinion. I don't think he's raided much in hardcore. Grayson sucks at raids. I think we put Grayson at a 4 then. Grayson only acting competent to get 5s. Corey plays retail. He made it to the first OnlyFangs raid. I think that if you play World of Warcraft and you've made it to 60 before, you've died at least once in hardcore, you have some raid experience, but only raided a few times, I think Corey's a 3 as far as hardcore goes. That's what I think. Adamax is Fandy's husband, which also Fandy needs to be on this list. We can rate them at the same time. Fandy is a WoW sweat, very good at the game, hit level 60, no problem. I think she did maybe die once. We're gonna have to add some more people that are missing from this list. Adamax gets a 3 from me. Fandy also gets a 3 from me. As far as they both have hit level 60, they've raided a few times, and their main game is World of Warcraft, okay? They get a default 3 if their main game is World of Warcraft and they raided with OnlyFangs before. They also have a lot of raids, and I've seen them perform in the raids. They both perform really well, okay? Fandy's not clueless. She's a very good World of Warcraft player. A lot of streamers act clueless to get more subs too. You have to factor that in. I know that firsthand, so I'm able to decipher that. Okay, guys. Bulk season played really well. Azimos. All right, Azimos, you guys. Azimos is a 3 or a 4 at least. He plays nothing but WoW. Guzu. Guzu is Guzu a 4 or a 5? Azimos a 4. Guzu's a 4 or a 5. Both 4s. Guzu 4, Azimos 4. I think a 5 is somebody who like really lives and breathes hardcore and knows everything about it. Ozzy Falls. Ozzy Falls. Ozzy does not like to raid. Ozzy a 6. Oh my god. Ozzy a 3. Ozzy is a 3. Plays hardcore, but only raided a few times. Has a level 60, but minimum to no raid experience. Ozzy's either a 2 or a 3. I'm going to put Ozzy at a 3. Let me see if Opera Cat is in. All right, Opera Cat is a 5. We have another 5. I mean, all the hardcore elite players are 5s. Zaryu, 4 or 5. Zaryu, 4 or 5. Right now, what do we think? Zaryu has never done AQ40. That's the thing is, like, he would perform as a 5 no matter what you put him in. There's no way, guys. Zaryu has never killed KT in hardcore WoW for sure. Yeah, but if you were like the leader of hardcore elite, if I know you from in-game rating in Bloodsail Buccaneers, the unofficial hardcore server, you're a 5. Shinya's definitely a 4. Shinya is not a World of Warcraft main, but he performs like a 5. He performs like a 5. He performs like a 5, but he's a 4 because he just doesn't have the experience. Did we do Rav? Rav is not a sweat. These are for WoW players. Avail? Are we really... Is Avail a World of Warcraft main? Is Jimmy really a sweat? Yeah, Jimmy does play lots of WoW. Jimmy is a 3. Avail's mainly a league player. I know Avail is Italian guy. I mean, he didn't perform like exceptional. I was never like, he did everything that he was supposed to do. He didn't make like any exceptional plays, but like he didn't let me down ever. I think he's a 2. He has minimum raid experience. Let's put him as a 2. He killed like 40 people. There were people that died in his group several times. I will say that. Bulk season was a warrior who performed really well. I put Bulk season at a 3. He played warrior. Smart Flex was a mage. I wouldn't put him at anything more than a 2 or 3. Sequisha was literally Sequisha was fantastic. Sequisha, literally, I trusted Sequisha to be the leader of the mages, and he wasn't even a WoW main. Like, I put Sequisha above any other mage. I think he's the motherfucking man. And he was, for all the people who don't main World of Warcraft, Sequisha was one of the best players. At the end of it, I felt like he could have raid led. I think he was the surprise 4 for me. Definitely a 3. But he doesn't have lots of raid experience. For me, he's a 4, but I'll put him as a 3 because he doesn't main World of Warcraft. What did you give yourself? I gave myself a 4.5, but rounded up to 5. Just because I feel like I was in Frontier. I was there. I was in Hardcore Elite and Bloodsail Buccaneers. I raided. That's how I learned how to raid. Is this Wang size? Yeah, for Hardcore WoW. Hardcore WoW, drip level. Cobalt. Cobalt is a very good gamer. It's a 3 or a 4 for Cobalt. He doesn't main World of Warcraft. He plays very well. He showed up to every raid, always had world buffs, did decent damage. But maybe if they don't main World of Warcraft, we docked them 1 point for that. We need to put Sony on here. Sony's either a 4 or 5, right? Sony's killed KT, I think. Sony has a fully decked out rogue from Hardcore Elite. I put Sony... I think we put him at a 5. I think he's killed KT. He's got 2 fully decked level 60s. He was in Hardcore Elite. He knows every fight. Will Neff is not a sweat. A sweat list. Akali. Akali, I put Cobalt at a 3 just because he doesn't main. All right, Akali is Challenger League of Legends player. We have to rate Simply as well. Simply has killed KT with the guild Purpose. I think Akali, did you ever kill KT in Purpose? I think we have to put Simply at a 5 because he killed KT. Did you ever kill KT with Purpose, Akali? Got to 4 horsemen. You killed all of your tunes so that you could go to the gym. Is that a 4 or a 5, guys? If Akali raided after OnlyFangs or continued kill KT or continued raiding after OnlyFangs, I'm gonna put Akali at a 4. Actually, Frontier killed KT, Frontier, Hardcore Elite, or continued raiding after OnlyFangs. Len should be a 7. Len's right here. He's a 5. All right, you guys gonna help me on this one. Necrit, Biotoxin, FYZ. There are some that I don't know. Len has Atiesh. Necrit is a league creator. He's a 2. Jimmy here. Jimmy here is a 3. Biotox. Asuvi's a 2 with an Atiesh. Yeah. Asuvi's probably a 2 because of that Hellfire in ZG. Okay? Biotox or FYZ? No, Asuvi's a 5, guys. Come on. Honestly, I'm going to put some more people on here. Tectone. Tectone's a 3 or a 4. He doesn't have lots of raid experience. Probably a 3. Plays hardcore, but only raided a few times. Tectone's at least a 3. Wake Wilder, guys. Wake performed very well. I'm going to put him at a 2 or a 3. As far as the sweat level. Wake was definitely goated for a newbie. I think I'll put him at a 3, guys. Let me see if I can find any other players I think should be on this list. Ebonheart. Ebonheart. I don't think Ebonheart... I don't know how much Ebonheart has played hardcore WoW. Ebonheart, are you in here? No, he's not. Okay. Ebonheart plays only WoW, mainly Season of Discovery. He mainly does other versions of WoW. Probably a 2 for Ebonheart, and I'll put the same thing, Hammer Dance. I'm going to put Hammer Dance and Ebonheart at 2s. Jay the Bard. Jay the Bard, guys, I would put him at probably a 2 or a 3 from what he played. He played Rogue. He didn't raid very much. I probably put him at a 2 because he didn't really do anything out of the box. He didn't show up to every raid. He was missing a lot. I probably put Jay the Bard at a 2, but he's an awesome singer. And he's going to make us some bangers when we start playing again. We did Showbeck. We did Zeroji. We did Cobalt, Lin. Canute is in here. Any other sweats? Annie Fuchsia. Annie Fuchsia. 2 or 3 for Annie Fuchsia. Okay, we got to do Growl next. Mesa Yoshi. Annie only plays World of Warcraft. She's a collector. She's collected every single thing in the game. I'm putting her at a 2 or a 3 for hardcore. Has a level 60 but minimum raid XP. Plays hardcore but only raided a few times. She also has a Blackwing Layer cloak. We're thinking 3 for her. Josito Jones. All right, Josito Jones. Josito Josito made it to level 61 time and then died in Molten Core in Hardcore Elite. He's died on so many characters, guys. He has a hard time hitting level 60. Okay, Winky as well. I think Josito's a 2 for me. Yo, we gotta rate Dinakina as well. Oh, Anthony Kong fan. Anthony, I'm gonna say Anthony is at least a 3. He only played with a shield. He played well, but he only played with the shield on Warrior. And so for me, like, he can't be a 4. He doesn't main World of Warcraft. He might even be a 2 because of playing with a shield, bro. Dinakina gotta be a 4. She plays a lot of World of Warcraft. Only hardcore mainly. Pops. What about Pops? Growl's a 4, easy. Winky's a 4, easy. It's sweat level, basically. It's a combination of things, guys. If you have lots of hardcore raid experience, or if you play hardcore but you've only raided a few times, you're either a 3 or 4. Pops has 0 raid experience. He's hit level 61 time, but he only plays hardcore WoW. For me, guys, Pops has got to be a 2. Simply based on his raid experience. I don't think he's ever raided. He's never stepped foot in a raid, but he does main. He does main hardcore WoW, so that kind of bumps him up from a 1 to a 2. So far, Peyo's the only one, and I think I want to leave Peyo as the only one. I think it just makes sense to do that. Am I right, guys? And it's because Peyo, he doesn't actually look at the screen when he plays. Yeah, he's the only one who doesn't look at the screen when he plays. It's Stay Safe. Stay Safe is a 4. Okay. What did we put Tectone? Tectone has a 3. Any other sweats that we're missing here? Wait, you're supposed to look at the screen when you play? Stay Safe killed KT with Frontier. Stay Safe is a 5 then. Stay Safe's a 5. Let's bump Stay Safe. Professor Akali is a 4. He didn't kill KT. Did we do Graves for Days? We rated Graves for Days of 4. Kramer's a 5. Mary, maybe. Bean is on here. Rav is not on here. Guys, are we putting... We're not doing all the content creators. These are people that are primarily, like, very good at World of Warcraft. And mainly streaming the World of Warcraft section, okay? Gentle Giant, we'll put Gentle Giant at a 3. He was a hunter in a lot of the raids. He did really well. Let's see if there's anybody else. Yeah, we're not putting people like Bonnie, Emaru, Mizkif. I mean, honestly, Mizkif we can put on the list. He is a WoW main. Guys, Mizkif. 2 or a 3 for Mizkif. 2 or a 3 for Mizkif. Soft 2. Masayoshi. Masayoshi 2 or 3. Masayoshi was probably a 3, I think. He performed really well in the raids. I don't think we're putting anybody on here like Poke Lols. Gizmo performed really well. Lord Aethelstan, probably not a sweat. Dizzy performed well, but he's not a sweat. Oh, LMGD. Is LMGD on here? Yeah, he's a 5. Water's a 5. V the Victim, 5. Actually, V the Victim could be 4 or a 5. I mean, he was our best healer in the guild, so probably 4 or 5. Yeah, that's him right there. That's V. He's also bald, which you gotta, I think maybe if you're bald, gamers gotta be 5s, right? Llama Todd, not a sweat. Jordy. Jordy's playing. Jordy, 4 or 5 on Jordy. Oh, Gunner's playing too. Also we have Punke. Punke probably a 3. Jordy a 3. Jordy's pretty new, right? I don't know if Jordy plays classic. I don't know if he plays hardcore. But he knows everything about World of Warcraft. That's the thing. Strong WoW knowledge. We'll put this here. I put Jordy a 3. Hydra, guys. Right off top of my head, I'm thinking of 4 for Hydra. It's gonna be either a 3 or a 4 for Hydra. One of the he won the Shadow Priest in the duel tournament in hardcore. He mainly does PvP, but he knows hardcore really well. I just don't think that he's rated a lot. Has a level 60 in hardcore, but only rated a few times. Let's go with a 3. Let's go with a 3 on the rating. He's a really good player. I just don't know if he has lots of hardcore raid experience. Yeah, he's really good. Okay, that leaves us with the majority of the WoW section done. Let's see if I missed anybody else or if there's any other sweaty WoW players. If you guys see someone's name here that I missed, we're just looking at the list right now. Charming Joe, Deej, Dowski, Garrick, Gunner. Gunner is a he mainly plays Dota, but he played really well. If you guys see any WoW names on this list, I mean Veronica's got to be like a 2. That's his Corey's girlfriend. She doesn't play. I mean, she's actually a true 1 to my knowledge. Mainly plays other versions of WoW. Like I don't think she's ever played hardcore. Should we just put her at a 2? She has strong WoW knowledge. We'll just leave Peo as the only one. I think that's funnier anyway. All right, Vigors. Viggy used to lead raids for Soda Poppin's streamer guild back in the day, right? We could put Viggy on here. I don't think he's ever done hardcore though, so I'll put him at a 2. Yeah, Peo would basically not even be in the raid. He'd be tabbing out to play other versions of WoW and duel people outside of org. Oh, Musashi. Musashi was the guy who bought the most gold in all of... He bought the most gold out of anybody. He was the undercover whale. Musashi played pretty well. I don't think he's a WoW main, though. Spence. I don't think Spence is a WoW main, but he definitely did really well. Tommy Salami is a 6-star leveler. Obviously, wrote a lot of Rusted XP. Are we thinking 3 or 4 for Tommy Salami? 4 just because he knows everything about the game? Yeah, he would do fantastic. Velican, not a WoW main. XQC and Peo can both be 1s. Oh, Corey May. Corey May is a retail WoW streamer, but she also plays Season of Discovery. I don't know if she's ever played hardcore. She might be a true 1 with Veronica and XQC. Now, XQC has a little bit. Dude was level 1. Next stream, he was level 60. At least XQC has rated in hardcore. I don't think Corey May or Veronica have ever played. I think they're other versions of WoW mains. XQC of 0.5. That's kind of funny to put him at a 1. Wait, do you think that we should give everyone a rating that rated last time? Because now technically they do have WoW XP. Give Canoe a rating. Minimum to no raid XP, but strong WoW knowledge. Has a level 60. Plays hardcore, but only raided a few times. Lots of hardcore raid experience. Yeah, okay. We could start ranking some of the non-WoW players, because a lot of people here did play, but they didn't make it. So I could put anybody that was in the raid. We could rate everybody that was in the raid last time. Are going to be people that play other games, so they're probably going to be a 1 or a 2. Damn, Disguised Toast played. Dizzy, 2. Flutton. Flutton is probably a 2. I wouldn't put her at a 1 because she did hit 60 and she did get to raid. Let's finish this up. We're getting very close. Christopher Yee. Christopher Yee gets a 2. Luna. Luna's a 2 or a 3. She was our 60 rogue. If you made it to 60 in Hardcore WoW, you're automatically a 2 in my book. Has a level 60. Plays hardcore, but only rated a few times. Luna's a 2 or a 3, but she did really well. If they're a person who played really well, I think we bumped them to a 3. Mary. Mary, maybe. No shot, Mary's a 3. I'm sorry. The minimum to no raid XP, strong WoW knowledge, mainly plays other games. Are we putting Mary at a 1, guys? She's gonna hate me. We're putting Mary at a 1. Lord Aethelstan. Lord Aethelstan, he did well. I think we put him at a 2. Wow, Moon played? I don't remember Moon playing. I guess the people that didn't make it to level 60. Nanners 2. Poke Laws 2. Oh god, Pokemon. Pollen played really well. Pollen's probably a 4. Rav used a Petri in the middle of a raid and did absolutely nothing. Are we thinking Rav 1 or 2 here? Or 3? There's no shot Rav's a 3. What would you guys wait? Pokemon was minus 2,000 for the 2,000 gold she died with. All right, Russell. We got to do Rav. RP skill 6. Rav's got to be a 2 or a 1. He really didn't raid. All he did was level, and he mainly got mob tagged on his second character. Russell played really well though. Russell's a 2. Russell played pretty well. I put him at a 2 though. Spins was a 2. We did tactics. We did Tectone. We did Tommy Salami. Vay was a 2. Will Neff 1. Will Neff was a 1, guys. I'm sorry. Wahito was a 2. Wahito was definitely a 2. Young Jeff. He didn't even raid, I don't think. Llama Todd. Is Llama on here? I put Llama Todd at a 2. Maybe a 3. But he doesn't main World of Warcraft, so I'll put him at a 2. He does main MMOs, though. We did Jay the Bard. It's me, JP. I didn't play with him. Gunner. We need a rating for Gunner. I put Gunner at a 3, I think. I think Gunner did well. He's a gamer. I could definitely rely on him in the raids. I could trusted him. Emeru. We saying 1 or 2 on Emeru. I feel like she played the game enough to maybe she became a 2 down the road, but she mainly plays other games. I think maybe a 1. Annie and Adamax. Okay. This is I rated all the 60s that came to the raid. I think we got all of these 60s are the people that are new in OnlyFangs that have played before. We've rated everybody that that played previously, and we got Peo on the bottom of the list. I think this is good. We're not rating anyone who didn't make it to 60, guys. We're not rating anyone who didn't make it to 60, but we are making it. We did rate people who I know will make it to 60. Those are all the sweats that recently joined. Ompi is a 6. God tier sweats are Soda Poppin', Bobka, me, Gordon, LMGD, Zeroji, Serendipity, C-Dank, K-Super, Tactics, Bean, Len, Crix, Oradar, Opera Cat, Sony, Simply, Stay Safe, Kramer, Water, and V the Victim. Pollen, starting with the 4s, we have Pollen, Professor Akali, Zaryu, Zico, Jokered, Graves for Days, Savic, Sarth, Shobek, Grayson, Azimos, Guzu, Shinya, Winky, Growl, Dinakina, and Tommy Salami. Apparently, Calamity's not in the Discord anymore, guys. Sorry. If she was in the Discord, I would have gave her a 5. Threes. Hydra, Jordy, Punke, Gentle Giant, Tectone, Jimmy, Cobalt, Sequisha, Corey, S-Fan, Adamax, Fandy, Ozfalls, Bulk Season, Wake, Annie, Anthony, Masayoshi, Gunner, Luna, and that's it. For the 2s, we have Rav Flutton, Viggy, Miskiff, Josito Jones, Pops, Jay the Bard, Ebonheart, Hammerdance, Avail, Smart Flex, Necrit, Biotox, Dizzy, Christopher Yee. Actually, Ebonheart and Hammerdance might be 3s just because all they do is play WoW and make WoW content. I don't know if they have level 60s in hardcore, though, so it's hard to give them that rating. They might be new to hardcore. Avail, Smartflex, Necrit, Biotox, Dizzy, Christopher Yee, Lord Aethelstan, Nanners, Pokelaws, Russell, Spin, and Vey, and Wahito were 2s. And Lamatad. And on the 1s that hit level 60, we had Emeru, Jeff, Wilnef, Mary, Buddha, Canute, XQC, Veracori, and Peo. Zaryu did play in Hardcore Elite. I forgot about that. The scale is 1 to 5, and here's the ratings, guys. 1, mainly plays other games. 2, minimum to no XP, but strong WoW knowledge. 3, has a level 60, plays hardcore, but only rated a few times. Has a level 60, but only rated a few times. 4, lots of hardcore raid experience. 5, God tier sweat, killed KT, was in Frontier or Hardcore Elite, or continued raiding after OnlyFangs. Okay, I will send this list over to Soda. I think this was a fantastic list. We've rated every single person in OnlyFangs that hit level 60 or has hit level 60 or streams primarily in the WoW section. I think we rated pretty much everybody that was in the OnlyFangs Discord at this current point in time. If we missed anybody, I am sorry about that.